Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ijoma Kehenya. Today I will be sharing my IVF story, my IVF journey, which I recently just went through. To be honest with you, I have been trying to share for quite some time now, but was not willing or able, comfortable to share until I was absolutely sure that it worked out for me, you know. And to be honest with you, I will start by letting you know that I have a 7-year-old daughter, which, by the way, did not take too long to conceive. We decided to start a family, my husband and I, and a month later, she was conceived. When she turned 3, my husband and I decided that it was time to make an addition to our family. So we just decided, and we started, and we just assumed it's gonna work out the same way, like our first daughter. But obviously, if I'm talking to you right now, it did not work out like that, So, it did not work out like that. So we just, after a year of trying, we started talking about it with our family and friends, and they advised us that it was time for us to kind of like take it easy. Do not, don't put too much pressure on yourself. You guys are young, just do it every other day and see how that goes. Try that for a year. So we're like, okay, we're gonna do this, be more serious about it. So this first 6 months we did the same thing, and we decided, okay, these 6 months we're gonna do it every other day and see how that worked out. Of course, after 6 months, it did not work out very much for us. And the next 6 months we tried to actually do more research. We specifically were interested in the ovulation cycle, which we downloaded a calendar, and we purchased a kit from Amazon, and we decided to focus on my most fertile time and days. And of course, we tried out for 6 months, and nothing happened. We didn't get pregnant, and that's when we decided really to start worry. That's when we began to worry, and we decided to go to our doctor. We spoke to our doctor. We told her about our situation, and we said, okay, it's time. We want to go and speak to a gynecologist, and he referred us to a gynecologist. And of course, the gynecologist didn't actually take as long as we wanted. We thought, not wanted. We thought it was gonna take months and months before we get a call back, because that's, of course, the story we usually hear, But it didn't take too long. It took less than a month. The gynecology called us back. We scheduled an appointment, and we attended our scheduled appointment. When we got there, he asked us questions about our sexual life. He asked us questions about how long we've been trying to conceive, do we have another daughter, like just kind of routine medical questions that pertain to like infertility issues. After that, he said, okay, we're gonna schedule a diet test to see if there's something wrong there, and he did, and that didn't take too long. I think it took a couple of months for us to get a call back. We went, like, we scheduled an appointment for like a diet test, and I went to the hospital. I did the diet test. It was uncomfortable. I found it to be very painful. It was kind of like doing your pap smear, only it hurt. It hurted. Excuse me. It hurted. And after the diet test, I hoped for the best. I went home praying, hoping that it comes back that nothing was wrong there. But of course, if I'm talking to you right now, that means that hope did not work out very much the way we wanted. So we got called back. We scheduled an appointment to go see what the test said. We both went, and that was the worst day of our life when we found out that both of my tubes are blocked, and the only chance of having addition to our family was through adoption or IVF. So anyways, we said IVF, but we're gonna go home and talk about it and figure out what our next step was. So when we talked about it, we decided that our next step would be to do a second, get a second opinion. So we did research, we googled, and we wanted to go with a female doctor because that's what I felt more comfortable with, you know. So we called somebody we found to have a really good review online. We called her and we made an appointment, and we went to our appointment, and of course she found the same issue. Tubes are blocked. Your only options are adoptions or IVF. So after that discussion, we just decided if it comes back with the same results, we're just gonna go ahead and schedule an appointment to go get do an IVF. And we told her yes, refer us to a fertility, a fertility kind of like a hospital or a clinic, so we can move ahead and start getting something done. She did, and that took so long for them to call back. We actually didn't get a call back. We got a letter with a scheduled appointment. So we went to that appointment, and honestly that appointment was a little bit intimidating, because when we got there, they told us about IVS. They told us about what IVS is all about, and how the success rate is supposed to be very low, and like how it doesn't always work, and they talked about how it's so expensive, adoption is easier, almost like they were trying to talk us out of it, but asked us at the end, are you sure, absolutely sure this is what you guys want to go through? And I'm like, yes, we want to go through this. I want my husband baby, and so they scheduled us for appointment for orientation. And during this orientation, that actually took months again for us to have that appointment to go to the orientation. We attended the orientation, of course, but when we got there, so many couples, like I can't tell you, I observed about 11 to 15 couples, and I was blown away by how many people that were having actually infertility issue, because I thought it was gonna be maybe me or two other couples, but there was so many of us, and anyways, the orientation was mainly about the IVS. They describe what the IVS is, and they describe what the expectation is. They talked about what the success rate is, and they also talked about the medication that we're gonna be taking. They actually demonstrated the medication, how to inject it to yourself, and like kind of how much it's gonna cost. They talk about the schedule, and after that then they ask us if we still want to go ahead with this. So we're like, yes, we still want to go ahead with that. And they directed us to a place where we have to pay. So my husband paid. After he paid, they handed us our schedule. That schedule was so intimidating, but I went through it, and the result after it was a beautiful baby girl we named Lucy, and we never regretted it. This whole journey was very stressful. I went through depression through this whole process, but I felt like talking to people that trusting somebody, or going to like groups I didn't go to group, but I had a couple of people that I was talking to that helped me through it, you know. And once the process started, it just kind of went boom, boom. And a couple of months later, I was pregnant and everything just went very smooth. And what came out of that was a beautiful baby girl. Actually, I'm going to be introducing her soon. I'm going to be introducing her to my next video, and I will be talking about the whole process. I will talk to you about the schedule and what to expect, how the medication was, how to inject the medication, and just in case if any other woman who is going through this, to have comfort that this actually works out, to have comfort that this is something that you can do, to have comfort that there's other people who are here for you, you know. Just do not give up, keep going, you know. Everything will be okay, you know. That's all I have to say. My next video will be talking about the schedule. I'm gonna talk in detail about the schedule and how I felt about it, and all the medication and what's not. So please like, subscribe, and share my video. I'll be making other videos about my family, how my life is now with my little beautiful girl and my two girls, you know, which I love so very much. I love both of them. I will be talking about motherhood. I'll be talking about my life now. I'll be talking about I'll be talking about my fitness goal, you know, all that and more. So please look out for our video. Until the next time, you have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.